enforcement throughout Washington County and members of the community gathered this morning in Marietta for wreath-laying ceremonies as part of their National Police Week observances. The Peace Officers Memorial wreath-laying ceremony was observed at the Peace Officers Memorial at the corner of 3rd and Putnam Street in Marietta. Officers from the Marietta Police Department, Marietta College Police Department, and the Washington County Sheriff's Office laid wreaths at the memorial in honor of those who gave their lives in the line of duty. A similar ceremony was then held at the Washington County Sheriff's Memorial on 4th Street in Marietta. Washington County Sheriff Mark Warden and Judge Randall Jedlink both express the importance of the ceremony as it honors the lives of officers who gave it their all in the line of duty.
Officers, men and women, get up every morning, answer that call of service, never knowing, that call that could take their life. So we owe a huge gratitude to those names and the families left behind.
Absolutely, and it's more than just the officers you see out here today. Obviously, this also includes corrections officers that work over at the jail. It includes probation officers, all the people that take time out of their day and they devote their lives to helping make sure that we can all live safely in a society, built around rules and laws.
Sheriff Warden and Judge Jedlink expressed their gratitude for the community's support of their local law enforcement.